So I went in and I got the surgery, and I picked my surgeon the best way that I knew how. It's not like there's a guidebook of like, hey, before you get surgery, it's common sense that you do X, Y, Z thing. Everything that I thought was common sense was to check the reviews on all the websites and do all that. And so that is what I did. And he had all good positive reviews, blah, 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 blah. So I went and got this surgery. Not only that, but he had certificates all over his entire office because he was like a prestigious doctor, blah, blah, blah. So went and got this surgery. And the first thing that went wrong was my surgery was supposed to be 4 hours and I was going in 9 hours. And I told Dad, because Dad was there, he ended up leaving. And I told him afterwards, I was like, why did you leave? Why did you leave? Like, they said it was going to be 4 hours. You were there for 4 or 6. This thing went on and 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 on. I could have died. You actually can't go, from what I have heard, you can't go, I think, over 8 hours. Otherwise, it has to be broken into 2 surgeries.
Wow.
And yeah, you can't be under anesthesia for that long. That's why this was such a big deal.
And in anesthesia, is it? I remember there was something like they stop your heart or something like that. Is that what is this thing?
I don't have all of the information on that.
Parker, can you
Yeah.
on this thing? Can you pull up an anesthesia thing?
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. So
because why is it dangerous? You know, that's what I'm curious about.
So it basically can be held for up to 8 hours. And before that time period, they would have had to determine if they were going to do a nerve block instead of anesthesia, where they just block the nerves, and that can go for 12 to 24 hours.
Wow, that's insane. So then what? So what is anesthesia?
I'm going to tell you in a second here.
Okay.
It's basically something that prevents you from feeling pain. It's like a narcotic that they use to prevent you from feeling pain, and then they will include a general anesthetic to make you unconscious during the procedure, while local and regional anesthetics will numb that part of the body.
Wow.
So I don't exactly remember too much, but I think...
But you were right on the brim, the 8 hours.
Yeah, I was 9, either 9 or 9.5. So I ended up waking up and I was like throwing up, and I was in an unbelievable amount of pain. The doctor had spent a lot of time convincing me, showing me videos of his previous patients, that I would wake up in no pain because this guy is so good at what he's doing. And I was in a 15 out of 10 pain, and no amount of painkillers that they could give me was bringing the pain down. And so that first night recovering from surgery, I remember kind of sitting up in my bed going, I just want to die. I just want to die. Like, I had so much pain, and the idea that one day I wouldn't be in pain wasn't possible. Like, my mind couldn't get there. And so I was like, first of all, I'm in pain. I can feel nerve damage. I can't feel my skin. I made a mistake that's too big to turn back. I can't undo just having my body cut in half. So, like, in my mind, I'm like, might just be better to just die in my sleep. Die in my sleep.
Crazy.
That was what was going through my mind.
Yeah.
And even though, like, all leading up to it, I was so terrified that I would die during surgery and lose my kids would have no parents. During that time, I was in so much pain that I just wanted to be let free from the pain. Like, that was the only feeling or anything I could even feel. I couldn't even think like how devastating for the kids. I'm just like, I can't live here anymore. So it was really horrible, and nobody should ever, ever, ever experience that kind of pain for that kind of surgery. That is not appropriate. Something is wrong. Something happened that's wrong.
How many days did this go on where you felt this much pain?
It was at least a week.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I have videos and stuff on my Instagram, pictures. We could put a picture here.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, no problem.
Freaking hunched over. My face was white. It was a really horrible experience. So then I think a few days afterwards, I was like, okay, well, I went through all that pain for something. So I'm going to like look down and I'm going to see sort of what happened. And I had a crease down my stomach. My stomach looked like a butt. It looked like a butt. Like
I remember that.
Butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so not only am I botched, not only am I in so much pain and agony, it was for nothing.
Yeah.
All of that was for nothing. I had lost all my weight. I did everything I was supposed to do. I did it the healthy way. I did it the right way, the way I was instructed. I worked out. I ate good. drank all my water, did all the things. And this is where this all led me to this.
I'll also include, just like for the reason on the skin surgery, all the loose skin, some of those photos of all the loose skin.
Yeah, exactly. So people can see, because a lot of people said to me, they're like, well, that's the easy way out. You're taking the easy way out. I'm like,
there wasn't an option.
I did everything.
I don't mean to be insulting, but it was almost like you didn't need to wear a bikini. Your skin was like covering everything.
No, that is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and Kendra knows, because she'd be at my house when we were like doing photos and stuff. Those photos of the bikinis and stuff, Kendra wasn't there for those photos.
Kendra's my wife, just for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law.
Thanks for, I didn't know. So
Thanks for the introduction.
I'll have to meet her sometime. Jinx.
Anyways, so this all happened, and the doctor would call me from his cell phone, and he would go, you're not botched. Just so you know, all the people who are telling you you're botched are just jealous, and don't worry. That's what he told me. He said, they're just jealous. He said, think of this theory of like when you climb to the top of the mountain, everybody's going to just try to come drag you down. He literally told me this.
And you were like, no, this is so ugly.
No, I mean, he was manipulative though. So I was like,
it's called gaslighting.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, it was insane.
And you were like, I guess it does look good then.
I was trying.
Yeah.
And so my followers watched me go into full-blown denial about it.
Well, she was so convinced, she was convincing us that it was fine.
I was really trying.
Yeah.
Because of the phone calls that I was having with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's a surgeon. He's a professional. So
he knows what he's doing.
Know.
Yeah.
So time was going. It was getting worse. It wasn't flattening out. It wasn't getting better. And so I decided to go with a couple of people to the surgeon to basically have witnesses, because at this point I know I'm being gaslit. Being gaslit. And he sees, he first thing he does is he brings in a scale, and he's like, you've gained 5 pounds. And I was like, yeah, but everyone I follow, they've gained like 16 pounds.
And they don't look like this.
No, it's water weight from surgery and from inflammation.
Yeah.
I just gained 5.
And he's saying that your stomach looks like that now because of the
and he said
weight.
to me, I guarantee you, if you would just lose the 5 pounds you just gained, you won't look like this anymore.
Yikes.
Yeah, and so his assistant comes in afterwards and is like, it's not normal. This is not okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, I started crying. I was like, I know it's not. And he would not do anything. He said he'd do another surgery. I'd have to pay another 10 grand, 12
Terrible.
grand.
What a
To get
scam.
a second surgery. And
We have a whole TikTok series about this, by the way.
Yeah.
Where you posted this whole story.
I know.
Yeah. So it's down below in TikTok. You have to go down pretty far, but
Follow us on TikTok.
follow us on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok. There actually is. There's a highlight on there with botched steps 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can include some of that footage.
So I ended up going to 2 different surgeons to basically get a consultation to find out what they thought about my surgery. So the first one was a celebrity doctor, a celebrity plastic surgeon in Miami. And I went to him, and he was like, I'm really sorry, but like, you have to have this surgery not only revised, completely redone from scratch.
Yikes.
And I'm like thinking about the amount of pain and agony that I've just been through. And I don't need a revision, which is like a simple little thing. I need a full-blown second surgery.
Wasn't it also like a health thing too? Like you had to, not just cosmetically. I thought there was like a health thing related to it because he messed up the muscles or something.
No,
Okay.
no. But he said that my muscles were not tied enough so that they would have to be retied, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally a full second surgery. And so I asked him, I said, can I ask you a question? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, have you ever had someone walk into this office with this situation? Has anybody ever came in and needed to get it redone, not revised? And he was like, no.
Whoa.
And I cried.
That hit you right in the heart.
Right in the heart. I was like, okay, so this is karma for something.
Yeah.
It was extraordinarily painful to hear him say that, because that is how bad luck. I mean, he's a celebrity surgeon. There were 50 people in his waiting room.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how many surgeries do you do a day? So it was going to cost me 20 grand from him to have it redone.
Yeah. He's probably done 10,000 surgeries at least, but I don't know.
Oh, and a massive amount.
Yeah.
So then my friend Jen from Instagram, she got her tummy tuck, and I remember watching, and I couldn't freaking believe this woman had not an ounce of pain. Like, not an ounce. Her surgery stuck out to me for one reason. She went through and never had pain. And I'm like, she just must have a really high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
But I really liked her doctor, so I decided to have a consultation with him. This was Dr. Basil in Jacksonville, Florida. So we drove 3 hours north to go see him. Actually, no, first I had a consultation with him over the phone on, FaceTime. And, he said ultimately I would need to come in person, blah, blah, blah. So I came in and he goes, "You're going to need this to be completely redone." And he didn't know that the other doctor had said that.
Yeah.
He said, "You're going to need this to be completely redone. And your muscles have also come apart since then. The ones that he surgically tied together have magically come apart. So you're going to need a full-blown second surgery."
Yeah.
So my friend at the time set up a GoFundMe to get me a second surgery because I had just paid $15,000 basically into thin air for nothing. And so my followers and everybody helped me get the second surgery, which was like, I don't know the word. Anyways, I was just so thankful that I was able to get that extra help because it was such a humiliating, painful, horrible situation. So he said to me, it was Thursday, and he goes, "I have an opening I can do on Monday." Now, this was like 6 months after, and you're not really supposed to do that. You're not really supposed to get another surgery that close to each other.
Yeah.
But I couldn't even I was just living with this situation. I almost couldn't move on from it. I was obsessing about the horrific part of everything and the trauma from the whole situation that I just decided I didn't want to waste any more time. And so I was just going to do it. And so I went Monday and did it. I was in and out of surgery in a blink of an eye. I woke up in zero pain.
How many hours was it this time?
2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 2. And got up out of the bed. Didn't need any help. And I remember I have a video somewhere of me dancing. When I got out of the bed. I was in no pain. And I told him, I said, when I woke up, I said, "Dr. Basil, how come I feel no pain?" And he goes, "Because I know what I'm doing."
Yikes. There we go.
Yes,
Dropping the bomb.
Find that video. I want to show the video of you dancing.
I have it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I do. I just have to go back on the dates. Anyways, so yeah, I got that second surgery. And then I felt like the way that I was supposed to feel from I was like, good. I finally feel the results of losing almost 100 pounds and hard work paid off. This is the way I was supposed to feel. And so that was a huge victory. And I was super, super happy. I healed great. And I did have a little blood clot situation that was my own fault for taking something. I took the wrong painkiller or something. I took an aspirin or something.
Whoa. Yeah.
That I wasn't supposed to take. And I got blood clots. And that was a whole ordeal. But you know me, I don't come without the drama.
That's right. Bring the drama to the table.
That's
what they say.
It had to happen.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you film your whole life.
Episode 1, Origin Story, is brought to you by Blue Motivation. Have you ever had a problem where you were just not motivated? You had zero motivation. You said, "I don't want to wake up. I'm apathetic. The kids are crazy. I did not sleep last night." Well, do we have a product for you? See, Blue Motivation was carefully crafted.
It's going so long.
It has been carefully crafted to give you the perfect amount of motivation mixed with caffeine, plus a lot of other things that you can read on the label. It will give you the perfect hit. The first time Tiffany had this product, what did she do? She cleaned our entire baseboards in the entire house. She never does that, ever.
Link in the description below.
There is a link down below to Blue Candy Motivation. Okay, back to Origin Story.